Hi, it's Duncan with a long overdue update and explanation for why it has taken so long for me to keep in touch via my newsletter, LinkedIn updates and socials. The reason I have not been in touch for such a long time is this. For the past 3 years, every single day, I've been writing since dawn, channeling a very important message. In that process, building something I believe matters. A new book, a new blog, a new life work planning game, and something rather larger than any of those things. A whole new philosophy for love, life, and particularly livelihood. More than anything, my 3 decades earning my living as a redundancy counsellor and career coach has me very concerned about the fast approaching jobs quake threatened by AI. Many of you will remember the book that launched a billion-dollar industry called The Secret, launched at the dawn of the new millennium. That book introduced the world to the law of attraction, and there can be little doubt that The Secret was a book of its time. But that time has passed. Today, a quarter of a century on, we are living in a dramatically different world to the one The Secret entered. The harsh reality for careerists is that no one can forecast what the world of work will look like in 1 year's time, let alone 5. Faster than ever before in the history of work, the world changes when we go to sleep at night, every night. Something faster, more disruptive, and more personally threatening than anything the self-help genre has ever reckoned with is happening right now on our watch. AI is not an employment trend, it is a tsunami, and the jobs it will displace are not the stuff of sci-fi fantasy. They belong to real people with real lives, with real responsibilities, rent to pay and mouths to feed. People who deserve more than a motivational framework built for a bygone era. My heartfelt belief is that it's time for a new book, a new law, a new way of thinking that tunes into today's zeitgeist. They say the book you have to write is the book you've been searching for in the bookstores but cannot find. And it is that book that I have written. A book created to solve a giant problem. So if the law of attraction was the secret, then my law of adversity represents the answer. And the philosophy my book ushers in is called good being, with the answer being the book that sits at its heart. In very nearly 30 years as a leadership coach and career coach, outplacement consultant and career strategist, I have never given anybody an answer they did not already have in their own head. Every coaching conversation, every question I have ever asked has had a single person to help the person sitting opposite me tune into what was already hidden inside, waiting to be discovered. That is why my book is called The Answer. Not because it tells you what to think or how to think, but because it helps you locate what you already knew deep down when your gut instinct was quietly telling you that you were out of alignment and the law of adversity was quietly whispering in your ear. So, as this next chapter in my life opens, I'd very much like to keep you updated as the book nears publication date later in May. If you're happy for me to do so, please click the link below this video and confirm your permission in keeping with GDPR and be amongst the first to know. If, however, you'd prefer not to hear from me, no action is required. Either way, thank you for the connection we have already shared over the years. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your support, and remember, your answer is always in you. This book shows you where to find it.